Here is a big tip for everybody in the whole metaverse and universe of real estate right now.
So the big question is, what are the top agents doing to absolutely crush it in real estate, grow their teams, and add more transactions year over year while so many struggle? If you ever thought about this, you're not alone. No one has been able to get the answers until now.
We spent the last few years helping agents sell billions in real estate, rubbing shoulders with top producers, which got us thinking, how can we expose more people to these insights to help raise the standard in the whole real estate industry? We then realized that we could help bridge the gap by getting the secrets from the best of the best so that you can succeed. My name is Andrew Dunn.
And my name is Peter Michael. Welcome to Elite Agent Secrets.
Treating the clients as best friends, because I'm pretty sure you're their best fucking friend at this point.
That's the biggest.
I'm thinking,
if you're bringing them deals, if they're making money, why are they not coming back to you?
right.
And you treat them well. Like I will tell every single one, the numbers that I give you on what I think I can sell it for is a number I would use myself. And if I can't get you that number, and if you don't make money on this project, then don't ever call me again. And if I can put that behind my word that we have evaluated so many properties that I've been a part, like I have a binder this thick of properties and projects that I've been involved in or my clients have been involved in. And here's my track record. So if you really want to make money in real estate, if you want opportunities, they're out there. You just have to be willing to take that risk. And the problem that we have with new people into the fold is analysis paralysis. They have to go out, they have to see it, they have to think about it for 3 days. Guess what? Deal's gone. Sorry. Somebody else on my list took it. They've made money with us. They understand the fact that if Steph says this is a good deal, I should take it. So it's family referrals. Sometimes I get calls from wholesalers. Sometimes I do the wholesaling.
Right.
Expired listings. Here is a big tip for everybody in the whole metaverse and universe of real estate right now. December 31st, biggest day of the year that listings expire. On New Year's Day, get your ass in your car and go drive to the houses that you want to buy or that you want to list. Because I guarantee you that agent that even forgot the listing expired is probably drunk and hungover on New Year's Day and don't even realize that you, as an agent who are excited about doing real estate and want business, just drove over to that house, knocked on the door, and asked for it. So who do you think that agent is going to hire? The person that didn't even know the listing expired and hasn't sold it in 3 months in this market? Or the girl that shows up like me, knock, knock, can I buy your house?
Right.
Oh, I have an agent. No, you don't. I don't know if you know this or not, but your listing expired last night.
I love that. This is like...
Well, wait, Stephanie, to
true.
get a little bit of clarification, because this is something that I was like, wait, am I understanding this correctly? Are you saying we should be doing this for investor opportunities, or could we also, for anybody who's not working with investors, be using this strategy to take over the listing?
Here's the difference. As you guys know, a listing expires in your market. Those people get phone calls and they get letters.
Yes,
how many people actually show up on the doorstep and ask for the business?
No, literally nobody.
How many people show up on the doorstep with a competitive market analysis in hand or an offer in hand? Because as an investor, like if it's a crappy property, I'm going with an offer. Like I'd like to make you an offer today. Could I see the house? Usually I've seen the pictures online if it's already listed. So I kind of have an idea of what my number would be. But if you want listings, go show up in person and tell that homeowner why they should hire you. Guess what? I'm here on a holiday because I want your business. I want to sell your house. I'm not going to talk badly about any other agent, but by getting a new agent, you get refreshed marketing, you get a brand new listing. Now you're relevant again. I'm going to do beautiful pictures. This house is going to have a whole new presence, and chances are good we're going to sell it within 30 days.
That's huge.
I'm trying to pick my jaw up off the floor because you literally just fucked up my Saturday on January 1st.
Now I know what you're doing on New Year's Day. But in our market, like a normal month, there might be 20 or 30 expired listings. On New Year's Day, there's like 800 because most people end their contracts at the end of the year.
Okay, so let me ask you this. How do you prioritize them?
Usually I pick like 3 to 5 that I really love. Sometimes, I haven't done it last year because of COVID, but this year, if you want to go out and do it, we spread it up between the team. Like we go through the list, like what properties, what listings. I mean, some people, if they're ridiculous in pricing and the house needs work, stuff like that, like we don't even approach them. Like we pick through, out of 800 in our marketplace, like we can only get to so many.
Yeah, you're like a kid in a candy store. You don't have to pick whether you want the Twizzler or Skittles, or you just pick, okay, I want Reese's Puffs and that's all I'm getting.
Yeah. And maybe we don't get any that day, but I've had it where that homeowner, they might relist with their agent because it was their son or their daughter-in-law or whatever. And then in a month and a half, they call us like, you know what? Like, will you make us the cash offer? Or the agent calls like, hey, I know you showed up. Like, what's your offer?
This is seriously like one of the best and most tangible strategies that we've probably heard. Like, it's like New Year's Day. I think we're going to have to rejig this one because it's like New Year's Day, get unlimited listings, 24 hours only.
I'm literally that whole
make
week.
endless money in one day.
I want you guys to go in your MLS database on New Year's morning, like wake up at 7 a.m., get excited about it. Just pull up how many expired that night. And I want you guys to tell me how many listings expired at the end of the year in your marketplace.
I'm thinking about taking it a step further. I'm thinking about prepping for it the whole week so you don't have to do it. So it's 7 a.m., 8 a.m., you're at the like maybe not 8 a.m., but 9 a.m., you're at the properties and you're already knocking on that first door.
The problem with our MLS database, it doesn't show the expiration dates unless it's our listings. So you have to wait till it expires. So you will have to get up at like 12:01 a.m. or just stay up, like just do a bender all night and do real estate and then go knock on doors and go pass out afterward. But
Andrew, I'm going to require some of your assistance here because we're about to go ahead.
In your market that's owner occupied, that says that it's occupied, those are the ones you want to show up at. You don't want to go to the rental properties because the renter, he ain't going to be up. He isn't going to let you in or talk to you. You don't want to go to the vacant properties. You want to go to occupied ones that have people in them and owners.
Like, this is literally brilliant. I'm like, what? This for listings, this is such a big advantage because you're literally arbitraging on somebody else good night out the night before.
Yeah, most realtors don't work holidays. Most realtors don't work between Christmas and New Year's. You guys know that.
Most realtors have checked out at Thanksgiving. I'm having such a hard time getting a hold of anybody right now, unless I'm doing already a deal with them, or or I met them in person, or somehow they know of me because I am fairly new in my market. But I guess the word travels pretty fast. But other than that, it's like nobody picks up their phone.
Nope. And I'm going to add to the list of finding deals. So obviously estate attorneys, if you know an estate attorney where, they have a property to sell, sometimes they'll ask you for a CMA so that the family can get an idea of what it's worth to divide it up. Like providing those services for free wind up getting you a deal in the end. Because they'll usually come back to you if you said like, hey, like I could do a cash deal at 150 or we could put it on the market for 200. I mean, that's the other side of this. Like I'm a licensed agent and I always start with, I'm a licensed real estate agent first. I'm an investor second.
Okay.
Our cash offer is X, but I could get you $30,000 or $40,000 more on the open market if you're willing to clean it out and it's empty and I can show it. Like I can put it out there publicly that I can show. And some properties, they're in such poor shape that you can't because it's a safety hazard. And if we I'll give you an idea. That house that we bought as a short sale, the agent told us there was like 80 to 90 showings and we were the best offer. Think about that. Your house, 80 to 90 showings, people stomping through, causing trouble, not locking things, all of that. Like, do you want that where you have to clean it all out and empty stuff and sort everything? Or do you just want to sell it to me, not get 30,000 more? And guess what? We're going to clean out the house and it's going to be beautiful and resold and you don't have to worry about it. So some people take that option, but I always go in with we're agents first, we're investors second. So if I can get you more in the open market and that's the route you want to go, then that's how we're going to do it. And my cash offer is out there. So if you go on the open market and you can't get a better offer, then take mine.
And that's why they don't expire.
I love that approach because it's like two birds, one stone. Which one would you like? Yay or nay? Option one, option two. You are ultimately in control.
Correct.
That's one thing I've just picked up from you. You just, every way you can, you monetize, like every way. That's like one of the overriding themes of our entire conversation with you is like, whichever way this is going, I can make money from it. So it makes no difference. It can go one of so many different ways and I'll make money. Like, because again, this comes back to, you know, the final point, which is treating people well, right? Just doing a good job. And it all kind of becomes very encompassing. This has been phenomenally eye-opening, where that New Year's stuff is just like blown our mind, because that is now, cogs are definitely turning. But what I want to do is I want to open the floor. I know we spoke about some of your socials earlier, but if people want to get in touch to learn more from you, you know, whether it's phone, email, socials, like how can people find out more about you?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. I am on Facebook, Stephanie Salanik. I have personal page and I have my business page, and I do work for 2 different brokerages, so it's a little confusing, but in Pennsylvania, New Jersey, I'm with Realty 365 and United Realty Partners. And in Florida, I'm with the premier luxury agent, John R. Woods Properties. They kind of command Southwest Florida, which I love, because down here, I mean, it is a higher end market, which is why I'm kind of focusing on Airbnb properties and being able to sell them turnkey to investors. Because as our market, you know, finding deals, I'm good at what I do, but it is hard to find the deals. So where else can my clients invest money? I mean, this last week alone, I referred 2 people to my stockbroker because I know that they have cash sitting. And I'm like, listen, like, until I have something for you, like, why don't you guys invest in some stock? Stock market's down. It's a great time to get in because what goes down always comes up. So even if it's, I know you guys said it's about monetization, but for me, it's about helping people. What is the best way to help them? Like, yes, I don't work for free, but how do I help people accomplish their goal? Whether it is, and I'll give you this example. So where I used to live in Sellersville, which is kind of in the middle of Bucks County, there was this house that had broken down trucks in the driveway. Like, you couldn't even see the house. There was trees and bushes grown over it, but there was a little guy that lived there. And then one day, you know, I see a dumpster show up, and that's like Steph's sign, like, jam on the brakes, stop the car. I always have these letters that I'll put on the door, like, hey, I saw your house. I was wondering if you're interested in selling it. We buy houses as is with contents. Take what you want, leave the rest. Please call me if you're interested in hearing an offer from us. And the daughter of this gentleman, she called me and she's like, it was like an angel came down from heaven and put that, because I had no idea what to do with it. I've never sold a house. You know, the roof was caved in the garage. This guy didn't even use an indoor bathroom for years. I'll just leave it at that.
Whoa.
And we wound up picking up this property for $28,000. Now, it was a tear down. 100% it was a tear down. And it was supposed to be hooked up to the public sewer, but apparently the little guy that used to live there, who was now in a home, he said he was sweet on the girl at the township building. So when the public sewer came through, he asked her to lose his card. So like, that's how this guy didn't get connected to the public sewer and was using on-site septic well beyond the years he should have been, because some girl he was dating at the township building, he asked to like delete his card out of the file before computers. So this particular property we tore down and we built a 4-bedroom colonial on it and sold it for $400,000.
28 to 400,000.
It was exactly 1 year, and I think our build cost was like $168,000, and then our teardown cost was like $35,000. But that's why a lot of people come to the Pennsylvania market, because you know, it isn't $1 million deal like you're seeing out in California on all the flipping shows. Like, you can truly buy a row house for $60,000, $70,000 in bad shape and turn around and sell it at $160,000, $180,000, $200,000. And if you're handy and you can do that work yourself, you're maximizing your profit even more, which is why like our market is flush with investors.
Right.
That's amazing.
That's insane. Wow. Stephanie, this has been so eye-opening. I know me and Peter are on the other end of this being like, okay, well, we know what we're doing.
I still have more questions to ask, but I know we're a little bit short on time. So, Andrew, I'll let you wrap it up, and maybe Stephanie will be gracious enough to come back at some point.
I'd
Well,
love to, guys.
we'll have to do post New Year and be like, yeah, I got 17 deals on one day. So, Stephanie, it's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you for jumping on and sharing all your tips and tricks with us. And we're gonna see what we do after New Year here, and we're gonna get some listings, and we're definitely gonna keep in touch, because I know me and Peter straight after this call are going to be like, right, let's put together a plan here. So, thank you for coming on. It's been a pleasure, and everyone for listening. Thank you, and we'll see you in the next one.
Thanks for having me.
Hey, thanks for listening to this episode. Now, before you go, we're giving access to a private training we did where we revealed the top 3 niches to get listings today completely for free. So if you want access, you can go and download that training at eliteagentsecrets.com. We're regularly releasing new trainings, guides and cheat sheets, so make sure to head over to eliteagentsecrets.com and sign up so you don't miss out.